主咧佢想講俾我哋I'm never uncomfortable 做緊事，或者講做緊事嘅，佢哋表達要預期到你是說從沙到東西咩哈因攞就冇樣就多少 area 我哋都講咧，但是話I personally have never been here besides annual conference，而家啦嗬去報就到你講嚟講哈。When I go to a new place, we kind of worry that culture and that plays a big role. How you talk, how you behave, what you like and don't like, it's all very different from a different location. Some things I do maybe out of character for your context. One good thing, especially your mom, most likely they cannot tell very similar. If something feels kind of strange, just remember that he's out of town, so he doesn't know how we do things here. I'm part of his team for church ministry. I want to talk for the opportunity to share God's word, share their experience to pay more. Me and we are into experts to pay leadership. That's cụ lại chẳng cụ khá mêอย่างที่จองแล้วแม่เคยอย่างที่จองแล้ว it's okay ที่อย่างcụหาช่วยme to do a better job or I can learn from you and then you can say yeah that what are you doing อย่างที่เขาcụหา experience ที่เขาcụหาเจอแล้ว you have said oh we haven't tried that or cụชอบnot try and so thank God for that message so in either case we all learn from each other cụจะ believe in the constant learning continuous education แล้วSo Beto Kamela makes us feel that we feel that we know so much more than you. Which about that. I have a different life, different ministry, different church, and so what I have experienced may be different from you. What I have to share is from my own background, my experience, and some things may be beneficial to you, some may not. So I don't feel bad. It's who I am and my experience and my knowledge that I have accumulated over time. Trong sáng có một chance cho bé bệnh trình nó cỡ kiểu thôi cho. And so I'm a very tiny person, so you'll notice that I always have my watch in front of me, and I could check my schedule. So yeah, so this first session is 9:30 to 10:30. So topic คือซึ่งสำหรับพาลูกวิกเห็นว่าต้องเจอ哈Can someone really learn that much in one day? Can you really soak in that much information in one day? Don't worry too much. If you learn one or two things, it's good enough. We like to make fun of that. Last week, and they don't know. But you know what's sad is that last week I don't know either. So 不咋就说的，他特别去教啊，想说的师傅 I missed church last week ก็ขาลังชีโน่แต่กูหาชิตา And honestly 被我那个印中了啊，这个被师傅了 in my church there are times when I teach once and twice. Normally twice is normal. We have in more church. That's sometimes I teach 5 to 7 times per week. Like that. More other ministry. How they could be more better associate. We are the only pastor. So, let's show you you, they could cut on law, and so because of that, honestly, depend what ministry and what time you're talking about. Because I made that what did I teach last time. So when you study what how can you look that God teach me 1 or 2 things. I thought how we are from Appleton, so you need to go to Appleton, feel free to stop by. Even if you don't know my phone numbers and my address, just come to church on Sunday. I'll be there most of the time. They talk out of town and out of town. I've never missed church in my 50 years of life now. So you may go to Sunday, 90% me to Chico and let's go more Holu, so you may go Yama to Shire. Who Taguya lay pastor, which Tamo for Tanya Gutu, Osifu, 94 Yakupin, interim so since Orlando Yadi in the so when he left, I had to pastor my church. He was the pastor at my church at one time. So every time people want to see you have to treat you and then the lay pastor. I have worked consistently for that church. So about 22 years. Senior pastor day, celebrate 20-year anniversary of 20 years senior pastor at Appleton. So more the experience of attending working in many churches. Want to talk more opportunity to nhận được phần chuyện chỉ nên đào phát triển mình ha,帮人đào这个内容的，其中了哈，so nhớ tôi lúc trước so the experience that I learned and I gained from my church, I do have opportunity to go to a lot of churches. So I have been active with Hmong District. They made annual conference, maybe a seminar or training that they I've been to most churches so so that's just a little introduction of who I am. I assume that English is okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you thought okay, look, you got hot, you thought you got hot. So the milk, we had a monomechanic, that's sometimes you go precise, precise. Or be more, very general, how culture, how language is still very new. Bit more some of the deeper terms. Sometimes we tend to high English, the make a very for most I could try. That's my Lumigan in precise, you have to learn Jamin. Going to the topic this morning, leadership training, accountability. Luke 6:39-40. He also told them this parable. Can the blind lead the blind? Well, they now both fall into a pit. The student is not above the teacher, but everyone who is fully trained will be like their teacher. And so leaders are very important. The leader of women's ministry, leader of youth ministry, the most important person. So sometimes it still goes well. There's a saying that I rather face if I go and fight against a bunch of lions that's led by a lamb, it'll be easier than fighting a bunch of lamb but the leader is a lion. No matter. The National Geographic, Lion Kings, so that more all the animals done more mostly the lioness, to lion to the hyena you should run it. So the toilet to rejuvenate or to the lioness to come fight. So the toilet wherever he goes, no one can attack him. More good leaders. You more good leader and so you have that security. You more you we have a good leader, so it's fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. But like I got to good leader, but you always more sense of security. Topic check has in place, like check me, low Advanced America. So I worked there as a manager many years ago. They were basically a new manager, so called check has in place, and we were kind of iffy because it was just coming to society had to check cash in place. If we thought that, well, I don't really trust this company, should we jump our job and go work for them? That's the way to that these people, these leaders are so good that even if these businesses don't go well, I'm sure they will have something else better. And you more confidence that you more other company, they will open a new industry, a new field. So leaders, ขอคือนู่นเป๊กฮะลูกวิกเกนเราชินู่นเป๊กwe seem to touch on quite a few topics ถ้าขอเราหาสู่เกี่ยวกับเทรนเธอเจ้าฮะ hold each other accountable เนาะเจ้ากูใช้ดูเจ้ากูซา decide แต่เจ้ากูจะไปเกิดสู่ teamwork เจ้าขอ teamwork เนี่ยอย่าให้ขอคือ touches both of these idea of leadership training and also holding each other accountable ที่ยานาเกี่ยวกับเจ้าthis is the clicker
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I have to point anywhere or can I ask you?
Forward.
Yeah.
Or point over there, you think?
Is it on the side?
Oh yeah, that's a good. That would be a good starting point. Okay, yeah, you're right. Did I add before? Okay. Yeah, unless you have 40 vision or something. yeah, yeah. เรียกว่าแล้วสิก็มาแล้วนี่จะเป็นสิ่ง first line เรียกว่า team effort มันใหญ่คอคือ cover พอ training helping accountability เฉพาะ team เนาะมันที่ตัวเล่นเนี่ยอีปังตัวนี้แหละเดี๋ยวจะไปเกี่ยวกับเราเจ้าหูไปเสียไม่ a lot of churches me not also plurality of elders นะอย่าใส่ต่อpro นะ singular ที่ไป a lot of church มันจะยิ่ง lead by a team of leader even though เป็นหมดตัวสิบเราเนี่ยยิ่งพอรู้ board even though ก็มาทักสิเจเราเนี่ยยิ่งพอจะทักกันมา the idea of teamwork อย่างนี้ก็คือตอนนี้ปู่เตา is better in leadership the opposite would be dictator autocratic where you don't need to tell that in this society that hardly works that's why you get taught to try to form alliance 所以ที่จงตัวเจมั่วชุยโลฮะอยู่สิปังต่อ teamwork ไม่ขอพูดเลยแต่ if you want to go fast you go alone oh misspelling นะอย่า alone นะจะอีอย่าเชื่อถึงเชียร์ if you want to go far you go together ใส่ต่อแต่กูยิ่ง believe แต่ยิ่งจริงตาอย่าก็สร้าง个梦到 long lasting 嘛就主要个三个อย่างคือ long lasting 嘛就主要就中途嘛所以完美嘛还是给คือ to train and support one another how to hold each other accountable 就给คือไปโอนาชิไป莫给สิป้า莫ไปดูกงโอเคเนาะI apologize ใน screen เรามี我就 writing แล้วจะ放มี就什么样呢 but the copy is with your media guys so yeah that may have need you could grab it later เนี่ยโชว์ Acts 14:23 นี่ตา Paul and Barnabas appointed elders for them in each church with prayer and fasting committed them to the Lord in whom they had put the trust สุเกคือปโลหะ Barnabas ตุหมอตุจางก็โม่จะชื่อหลอกเนี่ยจะตุนเชงชาไอ้สุดเลย serve เกโหอีปังชื่อหลอกกูชื่อเปิ่นเชง Tito โชว์อินไลชี Titus 1:5 the reason I left you in Crete was that you might put in order what was left unfinished and appoint elders in every town as I directed you ปโลหะแต่กูเจก็ย้อยก็จางของมันสิหลับสุดจะ church แล้วก็ and Galatians 2:9 นะฮะคือ James, Cephas, and John, those considered to be fellow, gave me and Barnabas the right hand of fellowship. When they recognized the grace given to me, they agreed that we should go to the Gentiles and they to the circumcised. ใส่ต่อแต่ยาโคบฮะโยฮันฮะไปตัวเพื่อจะเท่าเจ้าและสิบปุ๊บต่อแต่ we can't reach the world อย่างนั้นเพื่อเขาหรือจะต้องในเจ้ากิจใจ choose 但是嘛，保罗也都给往去塞，我们就叫 Gentile 的，但是在这条路。So together we can fulfill 好可悲有，俺这么种，同路看动了。And so they work together. These are just reference 还是好可的，我这种都还是够，我们就可以弄比好可用。人家是本身了，毕竟establish 好可，我那其实 as a team 引起more a lot of benefits 就被感情。要说本身也是被 prefer 好可有，我那其实有时嘛，you will struggle 呢，就好的说出来引起more mentality คือ我那其实我有，可能有啥有就是那点 or like you will belong in politics or military or something else. But the nature of the church, mà you more called personality, she called character, you want to you or you will struggle in the church. It is against quite a few biblical principles. You can sang or you shanya. Ya bây giờ họ chụp lên nụ áo thay cho chụp bên trên mà bây giờ chụp cho trên còn đó cho trên họ cứ ta cú lùng nó ya cú yếu lùng cho ha cú yếu tụt thao này. Those concepts ya you nhà trong là họ nó thì you have to lead outside the church, and they might like that. If you're a CEO of a company, if you're a military leader, then it's good if everybody just do what you want because you're ordering them and commanding them. Especially in the church, mà phải có character. You sang what to job to look at you sang also and some of the struggle we have in leadership to be close on that. You be look job military thì sản một day mình. Thà bây giờ mong cứ thầu cho lão sĩ nhớ chơi chung. Bây giờ chỉ mua tiền cú nọ cú chữ chơi chung là mà bây giờ trong xa thà bây giờ chơi mấy tụ colonel mấy tụ không bị down or whatever, most of term, captains and colonels and whatever. But you don't shout that our church more normal church. Actually, we realize that it's better not to have don't know don't you know. So our mentality, yeah, we command and you do, yeah. And it's that creature and then that they cannot get rid of. They were raised during wartime. So military leadership, yeah, họ bây giờ cho nhà đó. Bây giờ cho mày bố tôi sử tên nó mà bố sang mình muốn lên bố học đảng sĩ sao anh trả chơi cho bố nhỏ hà đủ rong phụ bố nó mỏ cho bố anh đây bố hà là chỉ cha lấy yếu sao rồi bây giờ châu là bây tụi nó sợ là hà chỉ cha yếu sao. So then they have a lot of issue in the church cho họ their leadership style ya họ cứ from time thì cha bố sao these things will be foreign to them and it will go against their natural instinct. Thì giờ là bố như sang nhau một chơi thì they bố nó cũng chỉ tôi chơi thì bố feel out of place ha bố bị tại bần trên chỉ phụ bố bần trên is not happy that they're there. That's just because the leadership style is different. In the church, my baby believe in teamwork. They believe even one chữ là nữ sĩ bé là sĩ one chữ chỉ là the driving force behind bé thì lên thì nó hát thì for sure bé one chữ lên nó mà one chữ chỉ là the real power behind hoặc lên nó bé hát nữa. I never work alone. I work according to what God leads me and according to what God empower me. No, but we start with our mentality. Compared to Jane, that teamwork, the philosophy, the principle. Compared to most of your Jane, that you more mentality, like you will feel very awkward in the church. So that you more to eat wrong la, 我变成什浪噻，我全弄叫自老，我全到躺噻，叫中nhà来讲。nó giờ mình tới này cứ nhà san ha nhà or nói làอยู่san nhà sự gì it would be very uncomfortable for you to be a leader in the church. So it start with relinquishing ha cho chê your mentality cứ kêu thời cho in the secular world cho chê ha cho chương trình cho sợ nữa thì giờ này có cho lại cho chương trình thì ở đây cô ha it's hard for us and it's hard for you too. Yeah, bây giờ trong này biết chỉ nông luôn. Họ bây giờ một họ cứ say có thời nó có kháng hay có nọ thì cái dạng là họ dễ có nhiều nhưng nó teamwork dễ khó cứ chuyển chính giờ là bây giờ build an effective team giờ bây giờ lại chẳng ha work together lại chẳng sao cho even I can't even read it. Show me the first time Google Glasses saw but I didn't even bring it so I'm used to now so after all the pressure from my family, some friends who decided to give prescription class, so I didn't even bring it with me. First, establish purpose and principle for the team. Why we are there. Okay, so every team could exist. What is the purpose and the principle behind how to build it? If you wait time and you're sure that it's effective, but sometimes deep it just if you have deep your job it called ministry, that's my picture exactly what the purpose and what principle they're going to apply to run that ministry. Many times we do function with the team, that's my being to come in that you just do something with the not Jane, you know. So why do we have not Jane? I don't know. Everybody has it, so we have one too. Very blind, in struggle. Even my church sometimes, we need to really be clear why we have this ministry, why we create this committee. But establishing a team, you really need to be clear, and the church will be more effective if we do that. Okay? You need your ministry to JCJ or youth or Sunday school or whatever. This is an ongoing ministry. You establish each over time. The goal, the principle is ingrained in people's mind. Let's temporary, let's say for my church, Valentine banquet committee. Then you tell them that your job is to plan the banquet for us. And then when the banquet is done, then you're done. Okay? And the purpose of that is to talk about marriage, love, and so they have to know that you have time limit, you have a purpose, you have a population that you are serving. At least to narrow down that, okay, so then we don't have to teach about kids, right? No, it's not necessary, okay? You have support that. So am I serving this, and also, for the parents' banquet, for other things? I know you only have one thing. You need to narrow down to you. This is a big committee, ministry, we should be clear. You should ask. You have to stop you. You have to feel bad. Oh, I thought that's our job, but it's actually not. Not to Acts chapter 6, brothers and sisters, choose 7 men from among you who is known to be full of the Spirit and wisdom, and we will turn this responsibility over to them, and will give our attention to prayer and the ministry of the word. Greek, you have to fight on more. The ministry can fight more. But this distinction, clear boundary, God exists, and that's the first thing. We need to make sure that they form team, and as soon as you form, the first thing is why are we forming this team, this ministry? And you start out by telling them that. Okay, that's good. I feel bad. Establishing purpose and principle for the team. You have some guidelines, clear objectives, clear roles, great communications, cooperation, individual development with a team, expectation and accountability. So to be form your team your objective, your goal, and sometimes within that team, people committee, the clear roles that I got to share for committee, got to share. Make your claim to be to share media, to share decoration, to job. Sometimes your board of committee may have made that you're gonna be the committee that takes our youth to rule. Okay, so you are going to be the leader. Whatever you just that this is what you do. And so to cooperate, I communicate well within that. So development within the team, equal in our knowledge, wisdom, and experience. We will be here to share, and we try to help each other so that we work together as a team. And certainly the expectation and accountability, I thought that based on you're accountable to who? Who do you report to? And Ben moment we're really bad at expectation. What do we expect you to do? I've been through issues where the roof is leaking. You thought, okay, maybe to maintenance person, we're gonna try to fix it. Well, the funny thing is, month after month, so 3 years, all the estimate, the expectation, accountable. But a good team will be timely, and you will hold each other accountable. Hey, did you call 3 estimates? Yeah, go to who ha, but more any issue. Your board got to expect to got your team, you got chama, your team on your support that, hey, I need to tell Sifu they're gonna meet this monthly meeting, they need to report the progress. We have to get this done. We're accountable to get this done this year. My call to be more church, but you be very slow, give clear expectation, accountability. The second part, besides clear goal objective, I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. Okay. But number 2, stop okay, okay, there you go. Select a good leader in the team. Every team always find to leader to our team that leadership is an important factor for making organizations successful. Leadership transforms the potential into reality. The most important factor, we have a potential to do something, the leader makes it happen. Transform potential into reality. Turn into maybe develop evangelism program. Grow good leaders for future, for youth and that. But whatever it is, you have a bit more potential to lead into reality. To select good leaders, a good team needs a good leader. A good leader has a big picture vision, delegates responsibility well, communicate clear goals, and is honest and friendly to a certain extent. Friendly. Good leader, these are just examples of a few qualities. More visions and ideas, power went to 500. And all these things, that's why finding good leaders, ministry and team is very difficult. Finding good leaders such as pastor and elder is very difficult. Your skill in one area, so that's your skill in a lot of things, including the delegation. When does the leader have to do it? When does the leader have to delegate? All these things take wisdom and experience. Any committee, more any ministry, you more good leader. I share one example. We have a prayer team. Yeah, you want to get to the leader to Chang. The vision is very small. All you do is when people come, you lead the prayer, right? The vision is very small. So prayer, at the right time, everybody come and you just do a small devotion and you pray and you go home. So that's what we envision. I was very surprised that prayer. And to my surprise, she turned into a full-blown ministry. Every time no more activity, sometimes they bring snacks, no more good leadership, more visitation. So you really need prayer outside of the prayer time. And she had all kinds of goals and ideas, and she turned something that's very routine into something that was good. I was very happy. I just thought, oh, you do so much more than we expected. And that's what good leader does to a team. Turn something around. Oh, I didn't know it could be that good. We have a decoration team, big church, so they always impress me. And decoration, I haven't seen too many men who's good, so it's mostly the lady who's in charge. So football was pretty, and so they do weird things. They little gym, it's just a gym to play ball, but they just, I never imagined that what life was so tough. What they hang your dream, or more things that they could put on walls, and they put flowers, and just. You should imagine, we always think straight line, and then they turn into tables. All look square, and it fits like 8 people. Because all these things takes imagination. A good leader, they're very passionate about the ministry, and in your church, you will need to find people like that. They jamais they not J is weak, J is weak, or she Sunday school is weak. And someday once you came in come be a put to the name that you'll be good at this. And the word you to the name to lead, and that will turn the ministry around. The third thing, besides leader, you build connection, unity. It's okay to be loyal to take job in the team, be try to take job to the name to connect to the name. Take job, go try to team, how to lead and you connect, how to bring relationship together. But that's the worst thing. Some of you guys went through school and you have science partner, like project teams, and you have a bad team. It's terrible. So you thought you didn't do anything, or you do all the work, that's your team is C, then you get really upset. I did 90% of the work, they did nothing. A C for them that did nothing, they thought it was good, but for me who put in 100%, I feel so bad that we should get an A for that project. The team, they never try to build connection, not unity. And sometimes it's like that too. You throw 5 guys together and they don't agree. They don't connect, they all have their own agenda. Some elders never comes to meetings, some come with their own agenda, and when it doesn't go well, they run away from the meeting. So you have all kinds of personality. So bring unity and connection. Everything just falls apart. 1 Corinthians 3:8, the one who plants and the one who waters have one purpose, and they will each be rewarded according to their own labor. 1 Corinthians 12:12, just as one body though, just as a body though one has many parts, but all has many parts from one body, so it is with Christ. Also, emphasize how idea 1 Corinthians 3:8 when it way to John way to Euclid, that's your meaning once you want to look. So Yamonia how wrong that she bitch want the same purpose. That's all. Yeah, bitch try to John because each on John or Luke. That's in you John that for saw that to John and one to Euclid and one to have to walk Luke and one. And we have to, as a leader, you have to build all connection. You see the big vision, and got your teammate, what's it you have to build that connection. How you hey, we have the same purpose, and be able to make sure the idea of our vision is fulfilled. You to more good leader to build connection unity, they sometimes come build our team to more enemy, how team the lack of unity. And part of building unity, team building exercise. Sometimes those are the things you could do to emphasize all connection, unity, improve cooperation. You teach them to support one another, encourage collaboration, where we actually plan together and execute together. Fundraising events are usually very good for team building, social event. But all these things, as a church, your committee, in our church, we have budgets for they have ZJ ministry. My pay budget, let's say we give them 5,000. That's we have to leader that part of this budget for team building. They retreat, have picnic, have soccer all the time. Some of these maybe take your team out to eat, maybe invite them to your house and use the budget to cover as part of your team building. How to build connection, unity within the team is very important. To make serve, I will feel so bad you serve with me the whole year and there's no joy, no knowledge, no experience gained. Serve we have to pay to slave, want to try to grow you, serve and not they work so hard. Lord, you just every meeting, we do everything for Najee, but it never grow. You know that you are growing as a person too. You hear constantly that we learn, I improve my leadership skill. We try to build connection, we try to build unity. Better. How many teammates can make develop to be better leaders? Sometimes more unity, has more connections. The committee had the team themselves. But they emphasize a lot that you're not J or lấy từ Royal Ball, the people nhà Royal Ball thì là chế hát cho young women like to dress like princess and queens. So giờ có cái dạng quy trong là họ mà nữ có chủ biểu họ người ta bị thiên rồi cho leader số tuổi chủ tổ này, chỉ sao bu ít missing là cho họ ta giờ bị thiên bị chúng ta unity ha connection cái it's hard to draw ha set example for punching. When we took our church to retreat, and we've done it 18 years or so, this is the very first time to be it was very difficult. You had to go camping. There's all kinds of criticism. Who's going to go? That's the first question. Camping, camping, so that's one thing. It's like that. What good is that? The church free, it's close to home. And then talk about your mother that, but more pan clay, way too late, huh? My big monkey that want to lake, that's good, want to lake, dangerous. I mean, more camping for desert, so she dangerous, yeah. Does she be a bit more desert? Yeah, how so say you're torn? Want to clear up, clear torn? There's all these idea why taking the church camping or retreat is wrong. That's it. The only thing I'm trying to get to a point. Because do you like the idea? Yeah. We like the idea, but when you bring it to the church, it's not going to work. Yeah. That's one thing more. Yeah. That's why I just tell you. Giờ là bây giờ cứ tôi sáng là nó bây cậu này bây lúc qua 10 was. Giờ bây cậu này nó mong sẽ I will be happy. Okay. Giờ bây cậu này nó mong we are united and we have one goal and purpose. We have to set the example for the church that is meaningful, it's important. And this is 18 years ago. 但是到bây mong là yên mùa giống mong. 但是不应猜啊，到bây mong first retreat. There's 120, 130 out of 600 there. Yeah, the each church has a small percent, maybe 15, 20% more. That's why by our 10th year, 400 out of 700 people won't retreat and so it takes time, but the leaders are the ones that always stick together. Retreat, yeah, unless 個網件上次到了，但是俾冇 retreat 個網啦，個網從裡面就其中啊，個網就這俾路做嗰時背嘅大師傅幫弄啦嘛，做插課教啦，俾路做啦，但係冇 retreat 都冇 vacation 啦，就其中啦。But the leaders have to be united. 嘛，俾晒你教個本錢啊 ，that's why we 俾晒一天咯，嘛才到達有咩嗰個學生嘅 school 都冇知咧。But being expect that so jamais to sala more chilling, yeah, me chilling, you try to get me calling to Sunday school meeting. The unity of the leader is very important. That's the first thing you do is you build unity and connection. Building relationship. As a team, and no matter what you do, you to take time to build relationship with the It's not only issue. That's like I try hard to build relationship and talk. But I never knew that the board we stay focused. That's my bit more hidden agenda. So we're happy, we read God's word, and then we start to talk about. But relationship, you call as a leader. So you can still try to accomplish your goal. Committee, you're still renting. Committee, of the building committee, the search committee to building that, you to buy hey, I still need to build relationship to Boha. Come to my house, let's grill out, and let's just small talk. Sometimes the ideas comes better when it's not so formal. 还有被师傅生了，有被某个 relationship 嘅，就被某做本钱了，一度至少得赚一度。有被包人家 committee 事那些某主人去做去包，一有还是有到得赚，被 committee 某些家属我晒是嘛，某个专业去找上老师啊，叫提出一个晒也是老师熬嘛，咁晒个，我是包的也是让他陪，我上次我包有见那些路那些，叫有新做个，人家是 entertaining，就包啊 was disgraceful for God's people。But the relationship 你真正啊 ，yeah, most of the time you have to key leader 嘛，you have to build a relationship 的。第二组，你查他别要一天了嘛，别 work together，别我样对别莫去休息，我落去说三大，哦，这了两个要给个，你莫这样了啊。You know each other members' gifts and ability， 要去把它就这样对，you build trust with each other, you build transparent。And you know special days, experience, accomplishment. Then you build relationships. Because you want to know their name, know their phone number, know when their kids are graduating. Then little things you do to let them know that hey, I'm just not here serving with you. I want to be your friend. Sometimes be friendly, but we don't really know and care about each other. 那是一般是这，那是一家子老师傅，不别去给了老呢。可能也考个其中做本钱，其中说办主义的都开哈，也别就 work hard on hard relationship 咯。I just put on a little quote that to handle yourself, use your head. To handle others, use your heart. 才到的有个有练努是嘅，是路是道嘛，但是有个有用住的呢，还能练得多那些。Use your heart. There are times when sometimes we may have to postpone ideas and the ministry task because one of our members is sick, injured, or she have a great accomplishment. Those relationships solidify the team. 被一帮子来跟我不好我。但是嘛，路路都不好我，但是嘛，我没给老人们请求自由了，已经 feel that yeah, we're just colleagues, we work together as a company, but we don't care. 后来讲别问我 we have to lie 话，他别不知道 company 嘛，别我这我去家去多了呢 ，but we don't belong there. I'm just here to work. I'm just here to get my paycheck. My life began when I leave the company. That's when I see my cousins, my brothers, my sister. That's when I go to church. Yeah, our real joy in life is when I leave the workplace. The workplace is their life. Talk about how to do it. You have to more life outside of work. You know, early, you lonely, they thought you bad, switch, you have to I'm ready to work. But he still wants to talk because he has no other life. We are his companion, his friend. Yeah. No matter how important the task is, the people matter. So there may be times when people have to be let go or postponed. One thing about Hmong culture, funeral is very important. It's one of the few things in the Hmong church where everything thank you. Yeah, more lucky. Should me I don't need to every day. So you could put some things on hold. We talk about that. The routines, if you cancel everything, the more the culture where we are, Saturday, Sunday to Monday, fall. But when you're on Friday to be on, that's not the people so change all. So no picture try to cut it down for change. That's my that no to be more promote to your church, being canceled, not just youth so young. So we just come to service, get love church, everybody have to go participate, have fun, do funeral. You try to show love and support. Happy need everybody, but just to be there is important. They take build good relationship. Should be new church. The last part I want to talk about, evaluation, how to evaluate and review. Every team. So that new church review, you should, okay, you should. Out of your integrity, you have done you evaluate yourself. Prepare to always review, evaluate, see where you are, see how the event went, what mistake did we make, what can we do better. So our church, we do practice that regularly. Or Christmas time. The monthly meeting, agenda, evaluate the Christmas and New Year party. Party was the agenda good? Was it too long, too short? Every New Year, sometimes being evaluated that is that still beneficial? Interest in go to sing, was that the right amount, just 3 songs, or should we go to 5 songs? People long time, serve as a team in the church, and we should evaluate yourself all the time. Every little thing you do, whether it's the picnic, the New Year, whether it's evangelism project, you may fight clear or more chant the Tosa New Year, did it go well? More beneficial. Because we done some of those at our church. They fight clear, so we have games at the tournament and the kids love it. Go, just go do something. So we don't go to so class, do whatever you want to do. Be back at 5 and we go home. Do evangelism. That's what we do. They can take on your game. They come, they get candy, they get free drinks and stuff. When your mom put your lose, but you have to evaluate that. Was it effective? Was it good? Did you get to see the parents? Kind of. But you're responsible. That's more games, not candy. Your kids can hang around. But you can leave your kid the people make like Sanctum Living Stone Alliance Church. You have to evaluate for beneficial, for budget, what's up. But evaluation and review is very important for every team. So make sure you always do that, because that's the only way to improve. And so some detail of that is check the progress of the team. If the project is ongoing, see if any member needs help. This book on the print so small. What has the team achieved so far? What's working well, and what needs to change and improve? Evaluation, high review, every committee, including the church board, to always. So that's the only way to improve. You may shy small ministry, evaluate all the time. You may have to shake that top and you should evaluate how. So that will go well. Even they could raise fund for church building day. People do it right. Was the people informed? Did we raise what we wanted? Are we too political? Did we force people? Or was it biblical? So they you look for you thought you look or contemporary worship. That's back in the maybe 2000. Music a lot of church you resist how contemporary worship team is very consistent because your instrument don't lie if you tune it. Consistent. The problem we had is the build contemporary worship. It's a review. You got contemporary worship go well. Front. So the crowd will follow you. And we thought, okay, that's a good example. It's a little manipulative. It's like, what if I don't feel it? You want me to dance but I don't feel the rhythm? It's kind of weird, So that's not very spiritual. If people feel want to move, you don't shot you mean you tailor who you go. Le monde je t'ai tapé sur nya, t'as la paix, tu as tu l'as c'est fou pour bien, mais le ton permet le nom, thì cho nhà thì ít cho cũng suggest là yêu chủ xong cho tiền đây là thì là cái áo sườn thì sẽ sử dụng số nón đây á thì tao chỉ có núi cho có chữ là hung cao là sư phụ chỉ chủ cái nhà tao á thì yêu chủ xong cho số nón đây của cho chủ cho bù thì what's that follow the example đó là bên cô lừa đảo vậy ta yeah đó là once again it's very manipulative na có những một cái intention ta cho chủ tròn đây đó là at the same time now they feel kind of guilty thì dùng gọi là có sĩ thì có strategy cứ là secular cho đủ là nó là thì youต้อง be careful that okay biết chủ evaluate hay sẽ thìอย่างเป็น procedure เป็นnó不一样nó là you cho ăn chủ yếu sao you chủ muốn integrity that อย่างเป็นnó do they feel kind of pressure it's a kind of weird คือnó chỉ natural thì biết sao là hay là nó chưa cha cho số nó là chỉ cho là chưa cha ho tất cả nó thì biết cho một công khí trọng cho họ đã lại của họ cái thầu biết mà cho xong nó được chỉ nhót the whole service hết rồi thì chỉ là good example hay sư phụ thế là cho sư lão xong nó chỉ trong rồi thì họ sư phụ preaching thì là sư lão chỉ cho xong nó anh là biết sao ta we have to evaluate everything we do in the church so review evaluation mấy sao tất nhiên chỉ nhỏ không mình chỉ chạy cho criticism time đó là you talk to sát tại you chủ một open mind that hey how did it go yeah did it go well the next time it's all là sẽ một long rồi nè but then I play basketball a lot and so mới ra play một tournament and we have this tournament in Appleton that ran for 24 years yeah I made a lot of friends thì mới ra cái phong gì cứ lâu đấy cứ bên một site sao bên chỉ place bên một site thì người ta sư phụ có sáng tại cho Florida kinh nghiệm lên bên là kinh pro bên ya của sao cho người ta definitely they are better you know why because they're taller that's one thing they're taller and because we already played 10 years before they play thì bắt đầu phụ bên play rồi na thì bắt đầu improve play better thao bên play mà I pass the ball to you. You try to make it. If you can't, throw it back to me. I'll try to make it. It's all singles. We are a team of 5, but you score. You can't score, give it back. I'll try to score. Oh, I can't score, you score. Then you don't individual. We're united, but there's no unity. So we're not really a team. You pass it. Go to track. Come on, pass. No, I'm track. Oh, I'm going to pass. It's not really strategic. It's just out of necessities. When I get double teamed, I'll pass. When you get double teamed, you pass. We're trying to pass quickly and try to score. Thì cũng sao ta đó là biết chỉ game đó là vì cho họ là biết khai chú game thì bắt đầu phụ ta bây giờ cái lò là my dad play they're so weird what you game đó là cái yeah that's why we start level 1 bây giờ một level 2 level 3 rồi nè nó bây giờ cái play cái tournament mình play junior high school YMCA now we didn't care of that bên nào bên chỉ là một YMCA more nice we don't get to go to YMCA thì tôi chỉ bảo là definitely they are better cho họ ta bắt đầu phụ bên so that helps a lot ha có phụ lô thì có tu bao giờ lúc mà chúng mình have the more experience by the time they reach 18 20 chúng mình có prime mình tu play basketball like 8 years 10 years họ bây giờ nó chỉ sửa tao hắn nhỏ đúng sao thì cái này phụ mình cả bỏ cái bỏ chứ thì我哋讲了我当然是吧 they are much better because we have already taken a step họ cứ bé với team họ bé sửa mà chỉ mà qua cho bé giờ thì sometime bé cứ ở tàu rong,这是 special tàu rong了 we go through all 5 steps and the last step is to evaluate and to improve thì họ nói họ cứ vậy本身bé sửa mà chỉ mà bé sao tu sát họ cứ有我去tàu rong 这是 make sure you're always improving thì giờ này cứ cho Sunday school 一起上嘛，就差留下就在就差留在没有去到上，那有的，但是 we did our best，比较没有做到了。Go ahead, you take it to the next level. 教你大家咩啊？要下来做咩啊？就没去见啊？But you already take it to level 2。上期了嘅 they're already 5 years ahead of me. When I started, the church was brand new. 那要下来那，古耶师傅 I came, I was brand new. 所以在不去上嘛，但是刚来嘛，没都不到来讲去上就 good。然后就没有我上。It's 30 years ahead of you. Yeah, so they have 30 years experience. If you look you have 5 years experience, 1 year experience. Yeah, we will make all the mistakes that they have made. we cannot be born today and act like a 30-year-old. So you support that we are continually changing. And as a team, we work and we review and we improve. And so accountability, as a team, automatically accountable automatically. You got value got hot team you want to shoot, I like this, but I don't know what the team thinks. You can accountable. I have to go to the meeting and see what everybody thinks. So you humble yourself that we go there and we'll make this decision as a team and we'll move forward. So teamwork call leadership training. Have more experience stop you from selfishness. Hold each other accountable, make more relationship unity. However it turns out, it's a team effort. We do things. Elders pro in the church for leadership, for accountability. So we'll talk to 10 minutes today in case we have more questions related to the topic. So it's 20 after. There may more take a little breaks. You like to more anything related to leadership training, so you got the accountability, and you could ask. And I try to share my experience, so soon as online, so Richie made more on knowledge, so we could learn together. Only to more any question.
So good, thank you. This is very helpful. Mọi người share đây từ principle từ lý thà này nó của tiền. Giờ thì có bỏ bây giờ năng bóng đê rồi đó. Bây giờ có đâu có chỉ năng để có bóng đê nữa. Để cóอยู่เจ็บนั่นตื่นมาอย่างแต่สิ่งที่ผมศึกษาเราที่มา MBA ที่มาอยู่ตัวก็น้องอยู่เดี๋ยวอุลีกูป้องเต้กูป้องเต้กูป้องเต้นั่นแหละมั่วแต่รู้เชื่อมาไปas leader แค่อย่างไรไปอีกข้อองค์อย่างนี้ได้ชิมาจงไปจีบเขาเดี๋ยวไปคือป้องเต้นั่นแหละ so เตี้ยจงเราวันนี้ก็ตีดีรู้เชื่อแล้วล่อกูผมว่าเตี้ยก็อาเชียป้าเดี๋ยวเขาcontinue evaluation 嘛，因为包的也一考成绩了，而且被都 continue 过呢，并且包的我里闹了，考以后用了，考用了，被考用老用加油。
Thế kế cứ bé lòng ở đây qua phải ít thì chú phi kỳ hả nè, cho họ là yêu cầu có more honest evaluation mà yêu chú phi kỳ ta, you might hear some negative things, and you just have to take it to heart. That's all. Họ là you ain't too perfect. You need admit là họ, but bé continually evaluate đấy, so po, yêu ta, mình tu chỉ yêu ta rồi, nó là yêu ta. Oh really? Then we missed the point. Nó là cản lại là họ, or like có thế là you do have to drown, like you should try to save other. I think that call issue could church more, man. And pride gets in the way, man. Pride you do your care a lot. Like what? More more girls, man. Like be more than no hard. I think that more pride no hard. You're gonna die, or I already came halfway, so might as well die. But not everything has to be ended like that. Things are usually like, oh, it's wrong. Then you take a different step. How sometimes you're in the middle of it, man. Like if following your illustration, yeah. If we're all drowning, you don't know you're drowning. How? As a pastor, I've seen pastor go in a bunch of more that that everything's going well. That's she go well now. You're in the middle of it. They got something is going well. That's everything's not going well. No, not they're very humbling, man. You know, you to fit that oh, good sound that hike, you know, what you have no, they talk to you. You got a heart, you need more a chance for opportunity to improve. The only way out is you got allow. In leadership theory, man, we call group think. Group think, no matter that you need to make you feel obligated to make certain decisions and act certain ways. You have this group philosophy where everything has to be the same. Okay? Even when you think differently, you have to say yes or not. You can be that Christians. you xin zu lao zu san bai ha ha. It's appropriate. Yeah. I hate him, but he's at church. Hi, how's your day? I miss you. The group thinking, 非常嘛，非亚的都那个偏注重哈，但是嘛。It's okay if sometimes people think different 哈，那 it's okay if your group 或者个哈子没多叫老师了，专业讨老说 ，Yeah, he's kind of wrong, but sometimes he point out 的样个要哈，那to avoid the fact that we're all drowning, but we think it's okay when we ourselves need rescue， 也考虑中了。他church 米小那边那么survey 进到啊，就好但你去讲啦 ，even I survey our church every couple of years， 你知道讲找 where the data 你知道能到去呢？so got pass out 那边都被好的是 block 不起不来 got pass out like survey the all 不来 return 是啦，我来把 statistically 50% return the survey 啦，你一直要50 data 个到哈，and it's good to sometimes survey not every year day 有这么 time 什么 maybe every 2-3 years just survey the church and just have 5 questions so a survey could be done in 2 minutes 对吗 yeah how's the church going what do you like about the church what do you not like about the church how's the leadership team 这样呢你 ask yeah 你encourage you 啊这个有三个people saying 那么是路是巴是对了 how's the unity of the church rate 2 or 3 out of 5是因为哦被上去还跟了个别个那个不因 rate 比如 church friendly 去 nice 很多那it opens your eyes and so evaluation getting out of that drowning process yeah you could take a lot of risk
Yeah. So, what is the standard? When we have standard to which pay your team when you we're falling short and you should I try. Where is the standard that we stand on as Christians?
Every committee, every leadership team has different standard. Depends on your objective. Point number 1 or 2. Depends on your objective and your purpose. So you can't overemphasize one. Our relationship all these 5 components they work together. Yeah, we're getting along. It's fun. CJ meeting. My chef football Sunday afternoon. I love CJ meetings. You miss the purpose. Yeah. So I would say it depends. Day committee. Once again, beside your Sunday school, your population is the kids. Did a big objective. Perhaps some could be as simple as, hey, Sunday school, don't bother the service. So that could be one purpose. Chapel. One objective, don't let the kids go back to the chapel. Chapel. That's we sacrifice. Chapel. So you sacrifice your growth for their spiritual growth. But that could be a simple objective. Objective 2 could be Chicago. For 1 hour. That we learn a new song. We learn a story about David. There might be 2-3 objectives. At the end of the day, football can play that's noisy. We met one objective. When the kids all go home, they take a picture home like school. Yeah, they did something in the last hour, and they have something to tell their parents. What did you do in Sunday school? We learned this song that Jesus loves me. Yeah, we learned about creation. That could be objective too. So if you meet objective, okay, that's a good measurement. Yeah, that's a good measurement that we meet the goal could be set to do. So I would say it depends on what the ministry is. Cookie cutter you're the same. That you bought the reason for your team is for this purpose and you fulfill it. I think you can feel confidence that it's okay. Yeah, that could be better. Continuous improvement. You did a great job. And next time, let's just add this. So it will change from team to team. Okay, I'm waiting for
question ก็只要嘞走着好别个他叫了的是个นูก็แต่ไม่จะสิฟื้นคือไม่รู้ใช้本身ที่จง来呀那个กูไม่ใช้มาจัง说那个别叫กู去放住领带路了นะ为啥的你จะเลยเราหมออีจะคือหมอเรื่องนึงโปรมาเรื่องนึงกู去放住了 ta chỉ mới sao mà người cha lên nhỏ cho con ta mình chỉ lưu lại ta chỉ nếu họ lên ta này ấy cũng chơi ha yếu ở đây cái quan chỉ số là có yếu phụ chỉ cú trả nhỏ rồi là họ lại nên nó cũng sẽ nó cứ phải chống tại phía là họ lại cũng là họ
Oh yeah. Họ có như vậy, họ cứ có sự cái chỉ relate to leadership. So,印象，họ cứ tao này thực hiện chuyện để văn chú mà lấy, hoặc judge mà lấy, hoặc bây giờ sao cái in short, the relationship with Richie, question what is the standard, what's a good Christian? Yeah, cái topic của người hay là gì mà họ lúc thì you giáo sát họ cứ hopefully you learn xong. Cho cứ cho họ thì leave it up to God, cho họ thấy ra, hoặc là qua tụi bữa tao chế xong thì tao nên chỉ want to go you want ta. What can I say? Yeah, hey, you've been missing from church. How's your spiritual? Well, I'm good, sifu. Yeah, cú chỉ到 church 咧，你早上咧กู有嘅啊，yeah，不要到 church，กู夜晚咧กู I listen to 5 sermons on YouTube，对啦，那啲有冇有好 perception？ So hopefully as they get to know God that. Be喜欢去 standard and loving the church and the congregation like Hebrew 10:25 is important to us. So yeah, yeah, how concerned. That's a two game chain at the name. Yeah. Last question. Yeah, I've got into house again. We take a break. Yeah, go ahead. So I usually call people by name, which probably the base also talks it.
Thank you for that talk here. It's very good. It was I think a very good here. Ít khó là bây giờ bây giờ nó chỉ bây giờ lâu nào bây giờ rước cho chỉ dùng này bây giờ đến cuối có hai kỳ là bây tàu trong mình mạnh nhận rồi thì cái hai tàn thì bây giờ rước là chỉ bây ít số một thì bây chuẩn cho nó cũng là thiếu.
Yeah, anh nói chuyện hạt chi ra hả? Lại qua thảo luận chúng tao.
That's okay. Bây giờ cũng thay thiếu sai.
Yeah, at the PowerPoint, I'll leave it with your media guy. Yeah, that's why we should say like nói cho họ cũng muốn nói là yeah, me your some review là feel free to print it. Cho một review mà.
Okay, có một chiếc kho có kia thì là cái cũ, có một chiếc kho có chỉ very short, chỉ thế này. Có thể ít có để được pulpit out of church này. Ít phần chân của chỉ nhiều cái môn mission statement cho phần chân thế là chỉ nhiều why yes and why no. Có ý ạ.
Có ai chẳng nói sorry có chắc.
Cái phần chân the purpose of the church là cái phần chân của chỉ nhiều môn mission statement thế là chỉ nhiều why yes and why no.
Okay, yeah. Yes and no, okay. The overall vision of the church mà bạn chú chỉ là, okay. So giờ lên là chỉ trong Microsoft vision where every user will have a PC with Microsoft operating system, okay. So they have a vision cho họ có một particular brand hay product. Thì giờ là họ vision, like Henry Ford vision, every family can own a car, yeah. So that's our vision, our vision statement. Chưa nó mà nữ dòng á, đó là nữ cụ chỉ dòng á, thì bây giờ chuyển dòng ta. Văn chú chỉ Matthew 16:18 này呀，văn chú chỉ mà văn chú hiện tại văn chú trang phần chính tự tế có chỉ phần chính ya lu, đi mua enemy na lu tận trang lan xin nhiều. Ya na phần chính exist for that particular purpose. Thì ya na tập khăn là văn chú Chúa Giêsu thằng nhà mong sống tu, na ya thằng đó tập bê tô thì chỉ nhau tập bê tô á, thì nó hạ đó là the mỗi nông trang phần chính lu, tự tế có chỉ it will be the stand against Satan ha, the key to the kingdom. Cái phần chính là đó là phần chính ha một học mission cái chúng sang cái small John CMA đó. Giờ là we can establish small mission and vision statement for your particular context. Nhớ lại cái giờ bây giờ thổ xã sẽ bây học vision chỉ cho giờ là bây giờ một cái chuyện nhớ Appleton rồi này, mình sẽ走rồi. Thì thế là why we never go to Appleton? Why we have that as our vision? Yeah. Thế là bây giờ lúc một mình số ta, cho có một sáng kiểu旁边chỉ bảo mình chứ, oh it's okay, but bây giờ nó chỉ một sáng tầm số ta nữa. Thì giờ nó đi một cái small context that why did God put us here? Yeah. Yeah, bây giờ chỉ bảo đây là ít phản nhân chân suy, sự tu chính chế văn chế bây giờ một tackle sáng kiểu旁边nhớ xin Paul nó, is that really out of our hand? Are we kind of shooting the arrow in the wrong direction? Okay, we do need some guideline. Yeah, you thấy cho những chủ bảo ta bây giờ chuyển dùng trong ta bây nhau nó bây giờ lại chẳng ha, bây giờ tôi này giờ lại chẳng. Thế giờ bây giờ more certain goals had to ta bây giờ to reach out to bây giờ young couple. So bây giờ bây giờ khu nào chỉ each one has 2 to 5 kids. There's no children ministry. You know, we do have to have some objective why we exist and what we try to accomplish. That's the overall, not the how you talk about but never forget how to evangelism. But never forget how to that we have a spiritual battle like Ephesians 6 happening. You need to more your agenda that this is why what you keep punching. That's yeah, there's certain things that only fits your church here. And you do have to be sensitive. The more they young, you have to be a big population, a big to edify the church. That's why we said that yes and no. 别去包完去走路，别三十人高，但是嘛，一种个别家人去上来里哈，那一模得样个倡导嘛，但是别就 prioritize 啊 ，Matthew 28:19 个倡导这么中，但是嘛 ，let us begin 倡导说别就去叫个鸟引起呢，别得瞧好了，就梦就中记录做啥，是别要讲，那就别 start 了好了呢，就别到我们去好 modify 了，就别好 context。So it's good to have some idea.
The next one, talk about teamwork. Okay, teamwork là phải phân chân mà đi cầu chi gì xưa là phải bỏ ra tao đi xem ra rồi chỉ đi này ra thì mua chi chế mua tôi xài đồ mua cho đây đi khám mình hotel là phải chiều ra mà xưa lâu xưa cho nên chỉ đi tụi mua.
Yeah, those are good questions. Once again, within your context. Nhớ là giờ tiếp bên trên you in bao hạt you cho tới nền cho, tức là cho lâu của tàu nè, thì maybe you don't how, nhớ là bisa là giờ cái giờ biết mong cầu chi gì, chỉ muốn cho ít sai gì này ha, thì bisa là cái mua ở giờ cho bên là cũng cho ha, thì là chỉ maybe 13 thì chỉ maybe 12 or 15 family, cho họ we have a couple single parents, thì tức là những cái sáng tạo đó giờ thì bên chỉ đi GJ committee. Cho tự lâu ít mà ra nó là ít tao nè, nên trong là cho họ yên bảo là lô tê mà lô mua thật gì chế cho họ mua bé cho gì chỉ cho gì thì giờ là họ bé tao minister to the man cho họ nên trong giáo we have a ministry for men. Cho chỉ bé là cái cho tự lâu thì have the gì chế cái bé chỉ ní tụ thật gì chế mà mấy tụ tự lâu run the gì chế ministry nếu tụ bé promote cho bé cho chỉ cho gì là cho tụ gì chế chỉ tổ chức là bé bù họ bù ha mình nhiều sự nó thì we need to reach out and depend on what you me, and that's once again doing what's best for your contact someone. You bảo ta ô mấy nó biết trong đó, we need to create teacher leadership team. Đó chỉ là说biết chơi cái ít tự tự làm tackle sự, là nó như okay. Bây giờ là cái in the church structure cái chẳng đáng số cái khác là, mấy phụ đạo đại nhà là biết lúc church, tao cũng tôi liền sư phụ na, we oversee the whole church đó. Thì cũng khác là JCJ khác youth khác everything đấy. But she no John Jolla, they go hardly Pan Jolla. I went to security fight the ministry. He still just does 2, I do 5 days. But she's like, as we have more staff, they grow, we spread that, hey, we're gonna have a youth leaders, we're gonna have not JCJ pastor or Sunday school DM pastor. Within your context, it's how so they young know that for your church may not be applicable. That's some might be, so I bet you more team that's too long. After I make a whole building team, take your committee. Tức là make a meeting cho how to do evangelism for the new arrivals cho Tulsa, là this area they do not you may create team, you may learn and apply the principle.
Yeah, ở dưới mùi
Bên mua chạy cho con tàu rồi you get to ask 3 or 4. I'm just kidding. Okay, go ahead. Bên lose bên khó break time so.
The last word is các hãy sao có son chùa này.
Khai báo nhân sinh
It's a good impact. It's a spread out check out dòng trả chỉ dùng trả. Bé của chỉ nhau có thể cái son chỗ đó cho đồ trong sao chỉ trong thế là chỉ nhau từ one yes to one no.
Yeah. Thằng mấy thứ sư phụ anh em cho cụ nè. Người hai cho cụ ưa liền sư phụ người ta. Don't ever let the church evaluate you while you're on vacation. Cho họ có luật sư nào không có fire đấy. Sao cứ lên à? Rồi là sư phụ đó, sao cũng phải evaluate có tao có một vacation đó. Cho họ có ta, while I'm gone, can you do a survey about your pastor? Cho họ có luật sư nào không có fire. But he was kind of half joking. Generally, nous ont, đó là họ chỉ dùng những cái lúc sát chỉ dùng sao. Cho họ ta bé evaluate, ha review mà, giờ có要 to criticize, là có chủ more opportunity cho cái tự nhiên để lòng hắn này. Chỉ là cụ tôi sao phải evaluation là ta trong một sản xuất này chậm pin more, là chỉ có selfish là, yeah, có chỗ tự lúc chữ gì sao, có chỗ tự ta cụ bảo ta biết lúc chơi là mua chỉ từ kids, nhà chủ nhà tù chơi số mua ta biết chỉ khi sản xuất. 但是嘛，个to trust 个 leader 的，我个带路主义了，要让嘅本要顾得让啊，要至少 demanding evaluation 和 review 嘛，才到的 I have a chance to voice my opinion。嘅有下呢都拿了，但是有一都晓得，都下到志向了，哎哟，每年我出了，但个差不多30个奖品我了啦，有一就上台的，但是就给我20million用了，你去3个20million要我吃饱了。thì cả lạ mò, nếu mà rồi ya bố ta trở chi tụi mình nhiều là bên một Sunday school program that's okay, just to love của trong họ là nè, thì to criticize là yếu chủ, that I have the chance to share my thoughts, and maybe it's not good. I don't have kids, so I don't want Sunday school, but maybe the couple that have kids they love it. Nó thì you to criticize là yếu chủ, Sunday ha, you have the chance to voice. Thì giờ ta cho thấy cho yếu là cứ giống của chị yếu là they have a different perspective. Hồi có giờ tôi cứ cho evaluate là yếu chủ bảo là yếu chỉ sao brush it off ha, chỉ sao là review đó yếu chỉ rõ là yếu chủ honestly take time to read that oh yeah, tôi lại có phải ít tu hà thì chỉ số chính thế nè, đó là要搞tu hà là yếu sáng tạo oh cho thấy cho về bây giờ chúng tôi có niệm pin against họ cứ phải một pin này nó lại, rồi về sáng sẽ mới sáng là bao rõ yeah. Do they don't like the idea of picnic? Là có chỉ nhà họ cứ một picnic là lúc họ boring ha, đó là nếu mà lần đó dạng cool thì giờ đó tôi cứ cho criticize là giờ chúng ta they brought this point. What exactly do they mean? Yeah, chuyện có chỉ nhà nó picnic nó là có chỉ nhà picnic một lúc họ cứ boring sự. Là chỉ một picnic chỉ chế một lúc chế nuôi nuôi,แต่picnic nó chỉ cho họ bu sợi tăng taต่อ lúc picnic table sự. Còn bên chỉ này tôi chỉ bù cho họ bu lên một picnic nó là thì giờ chúng ta mấy người ta why do they not like it? Nó là thì both sides have to kind of take the time to really appreciate the process. Nếu có chỉ mình ta có sao ta phim tao mình dùng,但是họ có biết phim ta chỉ dùng mà, yeah, để biết cái gì có chế biết sự, họ có chế là biết chỉ lo, họ tự cứ chế là người ta cũng hà là có chỉ nông thì chỉ ta lại vào vậy nó chỉ là perfect 10 nó sẽ là khang nó là,但是你只要 you have to trust the tools and the process. All right, thank you. I'm not sure when the next session began this month. Let me pray, and we'll take a 5-minute break in the next session. God, we have a chance to share ideas and to bounce ideas back and forth so we could grow and serve you better. And that's what we do, and that's why we have together as a church. To try to shan day shan lu to get more experience like can shot learn nhau ki có bên trên để chủ sĩ giáo dục để có sự lưu hà và chủ đề lúc kia cũng muốn vào parts cho chủ lúc kia chủ learn to work together. Đó có ban cái bé continue to train new leaders. Có bé hold each other accountable chỉ willing to do run the whole church. That we work as a team. Để có sự lưu yên muốn vào học cái khá là sẵn sàng lúc mình mọc cái tốt này. Đó là chủ gia xuất lợi của một cái thale của tập lên lúc trong có phòng có mong cho tên lúc bây giờ cái nút nó chỉ chuẩn đầu nhập để thẳng vào cái hũ cái lúc sau để tổ chức sự biến hóa. Amen. I will take a couple minutes break and set up.